Man, I'd like to shout out to one of my subscribers, and I'm subscribed to his channel too. Um, Chris Trucker. He from Baltimore. He's a boxer too, but he got his own YouTube channel. You can go check him out, Chris Trucker. He be in my comments sometimes. He's a good guy, man. I think I talked to him once. Yeah, I talked to him once. I called him once. I'll probably call him sometime today or tomorrow, see how he doing, check up on him. But he gave me this idea. Yeah, I want to talk about this. This is a topic that I want to talk about. It been crossed my mind, but I talked about it a little bit with Bruce Ennis, and I talked about it before with Devin Haney. No, yeah, Devin Haney and Bruce Ennis before. Well, I have a little formula for this boxing. You have to see them. You before you start picking a boxer to beat everybody like Shakur Stevenson or anybody or Devin Haney or Bruce Ennis or Virgil Ortiz. You gotta see them. You gotta see them as the underdog, and you gotta see them beat somebody. You gotta see them beat somebody. You gotta see them beat somebody. So now I'm gonna tell you why I got my two fighters leading the pack, far as leading the pack. Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez is ahead of those guys, and I put Gervonta Davis a little ahead of Teofimo Lopez as far as experience in the ring. Gervonta Davis was already the underdog and won his world title against Pedraza. Everybody think Pedraza is nothing right now, but when Pedraza fought Gervonta Davis, Pedraza was the favorite at that time. This is not the Pedraza right now. People think it's the Pedraza right now. Pedraza even gave Lomachenko a hard fight, and Gervonta Davis beat him better. And Gervonta Davis didn't have that much experience as he had right now. So that's why I say experience is a whole lot in the ring. Experience is a whole lot in the ring, and Gervonta Davis have a whole lot of experience for being so young. You know, the way Mayweather moved him was good. The way they moved him. Now he about to start getting into the big fights with Leo Santa Cruz and who else after that. Well, nobody knows who's after that. I doubt it's Ryan Garcia. It might be somebody big. Because the way boxing going, a lot of these boxers going to be forced to fight somebody with a name to even get the payday they've been getting. Boxing's changing. Boxing is going to change. We're going to see a lot of these fights. But yeah, before we put the crown on Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, we have to see how Shakur Stevenson react when he fights somebody who won't let him use his footwork. When he's not able to use his footwork. When he's not able to use his footwork. When he's not able to move around the ring. When somebody just won't allow him. Just will walk in and will take 3 shots to get one and won't let him hold. We gotta see him in these situations. But Teofimo Lopez had a bad fight against that big Japanese dude. He had a bad fight against him and came back and knocked out. People was picking Richard Comey to beat him because he looked bad in his last fight, and he made easy work of him, knocked him out, and won his world title. You gotta respect that. Davis was down. Davis wasn't looking good. Missing weight and wasn't looking good. Wasn't looking all that. You never seen him in a step-up fight. And Pedraza was undefeated. And Davis gave him beat him and knocked him out. Stopped him. They had to stop the fight, stop him. So you got to give Teofimo Lopez and ahead of Bruce Ennis, ahead of Virgil Ortiz, Devin Haney, and all those guys until they step up and become the underdog and get into a big fight and win that fight. Whether people don't want to fight him, you can't use the logic, oh, nobody want to fight him, Devin can't get nobody in the ring, oh, he passed the eye test. All that emotional bullshit don't count in boxing. experience in the ring and beating people in the ring count. Your team, that's your team. That's his team fault. And that's his team fault. You gotta bet on the horse and put the money up and make somebody get in the ring with him. That's the promoter's fault. He got the wrong team if he can't get in the ring, because as many fighters, it's too many boxing fights been made. So unless you got the wrong team, if you can't get the fights, then you got to get another team, because that's his team fault. Because the big fights can be made if you got the right team. Unless people just don't want to fight. And I don't believe that people with these fighters, and they fight for big money. You put enough money up, and fights will be made. But Teofimo, Lopez, and Gervonta Davis is leading the pack of all the young superstars. I picked them over all of them in the fight just because of what they have done so far. You don't have to agree with it, but it's just my opinion. And it's just the way I think right now. Until I see them do something, and I gotta see Shakur Stevenson beat somebody like a Devin Haney, or a young up and coming superstar, or superstars beat somebody big. I gotta see Devin Haney beat somebody big before. Once they beat a big name, then I could start going by skills and shit like that. And getting a 50-50 fight, then I can say, oh yeah, Shakur Stevenson got the most skills. Out of all of them, Shakur Stevenson looks the most skilled out of all of them. But we got to measure the heart and measure all the other stuff that goes along with boxing. We got the IQ, fighting in bad situations. We ever see him fight with a cut, fighting in bad situations, when he down in the cards, when he been roughed up, he got headbutt, he got fouled. We got to see him in all these types of, we got to add all these things are factors inside of a fight. Things you just can't go by skills. It's just not just skills. There's a lot of other shit that goes into play. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Hit the thumbs up, support the channel, y'all. Peace, y'all.